Yes, yes! Whew, finally, after 6 long months, the NFL season is finally on the horizon and football is officially back. Today is the official first day of training camp. Players from all 32 teams are showing up to training camp. Deshaun Watson has shown up to training camp. Though I do not know if he is going to play this season. That's dicey. Probably not. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers has shown up to training camp. Everybody's showing up to training camp. Mahomes, Brady, even my main man Lamar Jackson, who reported last week. He came in early. But everybody's showing up and things are about to get started. Man, that was a long offseason. Honestly, it kind of depends based on how you are as a sports fan. Because if you're a football fan only, this had to be a long, tedious offseason. And it made it even longer because the Super Bowl wasn't exactly great. It was supposed to be a competitive game. Brady versus Mahomes, Bucks versus Chiefs. Instead, we got a blowout in the Super Bowl. And we have to watch Patrick Mahomes run for his life as the offense couldn't generate anything and he couldn't be protected at all the entire game. So that was tough to see. The last great game we really saw was the NFC Championship game between the Bucks and the Packers. That came down to the wire, and that could have gone either way for the most part. It was a bit of a messy game, but it was still competitive. The AFC Championship game, could have been on that list, but after the Bills blew that 13-0 lead, was it 13? I believe it was 9-0. It was either 9-0. No, it wasn't 13. It was 9-0. What am I talking about? After they blew that 9-0 lead to the Chiefs, we kind of knew the Chiefs were going back to the Super Bowl, specifically because, the Bills' defense couldn't touch Mahomes. That shouldn't be an issue for them this upcoming season, based on the pieces they've picked up both in the draft and, free agency. Hopefully, if they do match up with them in the postseason, the result will be different. I know Bills Mafia is hoping for the same. But yeah, man, football's back, and if you were just only a football fan, it was long. Now, if you watch other sports, you're going to be fine. For me, I was watching the NBA, and since the NBA started off late this season and started off in December, the NBA playoffs got stretched towards May and June, and at that point, the NBA Finals went all the way up to July, which that's not the case. It usually ends in June, which is why you end up having a whole month and a half of just nothing to talk about, no space. But this time, because the finals stretched forward to July, it was only 2 weeks before training camp would officially start. So for me, it was a long off season, but at the same time, I was preoccupied with the NBA playoffs, so I was good. But yeah, it's finally here. It's finally time. I cannot wait to see how this is going to go down. I can't wait. For the Ravens, everybody's reporting in today. There's no official practice today. The first official practice will be tomorrow. And at that point, straight go time. So I cannot wait to see what these guys have in store for us. I know Lamar himself, he's been excited. He cannot wait. He was, talking about it on the Lounge podcast where he's just so excited for this season. This is the most excited he's been ever. He's more excited than he was in his rookie year. He's just excited to go. This team has a lot of positive energy going towards them right now, and just the vibe in Baltimore is great. The players are so happy to be back. They seem to be ready to go, and I just cannot wait for this to go off. Man, this should be fun. This is going to be fun. Now, one thing I actually forgot about, because I was so focused on both training camp and the preseason, and then eventually getting ready for the regular season, I completely forgot about the Hall of Fame game. The Hall of Fame game is happening next week. I believe it's on the 6th between the Cowboys and the Steelers. Obviously, we know the Hall of Fame game ain't really anything serious. It's just to recognize the Hall of Famers. You know about that. Usual thing, yada, yada, yada. But it's still a game, and it's still going to be football. So even if it's not the regular stars, you're still going to get to see some football being played. So that's cool. But yeah, training camp being back is great. I have a lot of expectations for this Ravens team this upcoming season. And honestly, I can't wait to get started. They're in go mode, so we're in go mode. And we're going to be covering training camp, dealing with the preseason, and getting ready for this upcoming NFL season, which should be historic, 17-game season. Can't wait to see what's going to go down. So much in store for this upcoming season, and I just cannot wait. I'm just excited. I just want it to be tomorrow. I want it to be the NFL season now. But, you gotta be patient. Most importantly, I feel like training camp is definitely needed because I need to see what this passing game is looking like. Lamar seems to be very excited as to what this passing game can, do. He's excited about his new weapons. He's excited about the new passing game. I just need to see what this Ravens team can do involving the passing game. I know what the defense can do. I know what the run game can do. How is our passing game going to look in 2021? That's what I'm excited for. How are our receivers going to look in 2021? That's what I'm excited for. All the work that Keith Williams and T. Martin have put in, we're about to see, because they put all that work in during OTAs and minicamp and all this other stuff. So I'm excited to see the work they've done so far and the work they plan to do this training camp to get these guys ready to go for the season. So it should be fun. It's going to be exciting. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. It's back. Like, it's actually back. The NFL season is actually approaching. It's here. Training camp is here. Coverage is going to be here all the time. I can't wait. As for me, I do have a couple videos coming out. Since training camp has officially started, I feel like now's the time to get out all my predictions. So I still have to get out my NFC power rankings, but I do got to get out my record predictions for the Ravens upcoming season. And I also got to give out my whole predictions for all the divisions, from the AFC North going all the way up to the NFC South, just going all the way through with all the divisions, giving out my records and looking at how I think the spectrum is going to be and which teams are going to make the playoffs versus which teams are going to come close, who's going to be at the bottom, yada, yada, yada. You know the usual. But yeah, I can't wait, man. It should be fun. It should be exciting. It's going to be a great season and can't wait to get started. With that being said, man, that is all I got and I'm out of here.